What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Galaxy Greg, and this is episode 168 of the Bmore Nerdy Podcast, the only podcast that's giving it to you how you want it, how you need it, in all the ways that you love it. Yeah, this is our post-Dreamcon episode. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, a.k.a. Mr. Space Waits, a.k.a. the OG Galaxy, a.k.a. the Hentai Honcho. And with me today, my co-host, Diva XOXO.
What it is, little dummies? It's your girl, Diva XOXO. Y'all should get it by now. It's the post Dreamcon episode. Means I have no voice.
And my other
She
co-host,
just stopped talking.
HDTV.
What's good, y'all? It's HD TV, as they say. May guy, and glad to be here.
So, for
You
those
look
of you
so
who
much
don't...
younger. Like 5 years off.
All he did was shave his mustache.
Yeah, but it's giving like 21.
Fair play, fair
I
play.
told people 3 days it'll be back, and it's 2 days. So
I see it.
Fair
It's
play,
almost
fair
there.
play. All right, but for those of you who don't know, I think we've mentioned it at least one time here before, but this is going to be HD's last episode. I was actually going to come dressed in a suit like it was a funeral for a bit. But then I got tired and decided I didn't feel like doing all that because it would be funny. But that being said, we're going to have a fun time as we're going to discuss Dreamcon, because I believe it was one of the first episodes that he came on in which we talked about Dreamcon and everything that we had going on. But he's been a great help. Been great wings of the Pirate King. So we're going to end it how we started it and have a great last pod with our boy HD. But this past weekend was Dreamcon weekend out in Houston, Texas. We got there Thursday. He actually wasn't with us this trip, ironically.
Because he
However,
hates us. He's trying to leave us. I see the signs. He's been like breaking away from us slowly but surely. But guess what? We're like a virus. You can't get rid of me. I'm stuck on the inside.
I'm stuck on the inside.
Inside is crazy.
Ain't it?
I did get there Thursday as well, though, but I was in a whole different first 2-day experience than both of them. So
then he came back with the real ones, and it was popping. He came home.
He came home is crazy. No, so as per usual, we like to get there on Thursday, usually Thursday morning, early Thursday afternoon.
I was first one there. I just like to put that out there because I always get flack about coming in on Friday or Thursday night. First one to land was me. Last one to leave.
I wanted to be known. She finally learned her fucking lesson. All these years, and she finally came on Thursday and saw how much fun we have just starting.
To the point she didn't have a real Thursday. She passed out drunk.
Oh yeah. Shooting ahead to the later parts of the story. Yeah. We hung out with our boy. We said, okay, hey, there's 2 parties we got to hit Thursday. It's day 0. Well, 3 parties, actually. We had the content creator cookout, got spit some game there, met some nice people. I followed a lot of people on Instagram this weekend. A lot of good folks out there, all looking to create content, all budding artists. Got to see Keats, got to see Preem, got to see Baby Mems. So shout out to them. Got to see a lot of people that I know. I have to email them. I forgot to email them to get my shirt. They said they mail it to me, so yeah.
I actually got added to a Discord for Greek nerds, which was kind of cool. Yeah, I will send it to y'all.
I think I'm in it. Don't say nothing in it. Is it like the blurred D9 group chat?
Yeah,
I'm in there. I just haven't said shit. I muted it a long time ago. They're very active. If you're a blurred and you're part of D9 and you want to join them, message any of us on Instagram. They're a very active Discord server of D9 people who just love to either game, talk about anime, meet up at cons, all that. They are very active. I recommend it. But yeah, we had a good time. I didn't get to eat any food because I was talking and meeting with people, so I missed out on the food. But we went from there back to the B&B to get ready real quick, and
that's where we pre-gamed.
Boy, did we! We pre-gamed a little bit, and then we went to go see our boy Jimmy, who was having a little function. Said, all right, let's pull up for our dog, show some support. We had him and Jimmy. We saw Hasi. It was a great time. We got to meet the rest of the village hidden crew. Great time. until this nigga started throwing up. Right there,
right,
Your Honor.
let me explain. No, let me explain. All right, so we get there. Everything was fine. Actually, I met up with the Hidden Village crew like on Friday, and it was like, "Oh, how was the other party?" And I was like, "I died. Like I walked outside and died." They was like, "No, you was fine when you left." I said, "I'm aware that I was okay when I walked out of the door, but when I sat in the car, KO."
Shout out my
Hey,
dog
oh.
Jimmy. He brought us some waters after that. Ah, man. We thought she lost her grill because we didn't know where it was. And we were
my
like,
gosh,
we
I
hope
was
you didn't
throwing
swallow it because otherwise, Chief, you better start watching that toilet. I don't know what to tell you.
I didn't know if like I threw it up or swallowed it because I woke up the next morning missing an eyelash, like a whole lash, and I didn't have like a strip. I have clusters, so you have to place like each individual lash on. The whole thing was gone.
Ooh.
Whole thing gone.
Yeah.
No girls in my mouth. Someone put Jordan put my bonnet on for me, so shout out to Jordan. So I did wake up in a bonnet, which is nice. I was dead.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold
So
you.
I
We
missed
dropped
the
we,
last
we
one.
dropped the kids off. We dropped her and D off and said, "All right, let's go party some more." And then we went to another party. Ironically, I believe that was the party that was sold out. Yeah, that was the party that was
Really?
sold out. Yeah, it was sold out, and we were
Yeah.
like, "Fuck," because we wanted to go to R&B only, right? And that was at the warehouse that we were at last time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were like, I guess we'll go to the Plus Ultra event. So we bought tickets to that because they were cheap. Plus Ultra events are very cheap. So we bought the Plus Ultra event tickets. Line out the door, by the way. But we were like, let's check out and see if we can finesse our way into the Trap Sushi joint, right?
Yeah.
We did. We got up there. So King, shout out King, knows every fucking body. He got in and he was like, hey, I got a ticket. Who wants it? And then Joy just walks away from us and leaves the fucking group to take the ticket. And then like, oh yeah, it's $25 to enter if you want to come in. It's like, oh, bet we can do that real quick. Paid $25, kept moving. It was packed in there. It was. That's when you saw us. It was packed as fucking that bitch. That was Thursday.
I met
Was it
y'all.
Thursday?
No. Yeah, I met y'all at the warehouse R&B only.
That was Thursday.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how we got in
That was the
because
Trap
we
Sushi
couldn't
one?
get tickets. Yeah. That's the one.
I didn't know that was Trap Sushi at warehouse.
Yeah. I don't know why they didn't reuse the warehouse. Probably booked events already, but the warehouse was
Yeah.
a better venue in terms of space. In terms of space,
sure. For sure.
because the other venue that was Saturday night. That was Friday
We'll get
night.
there.
We'll get
That was
there.
Friday night. We'll get there.
It was both
As you
nights.
can see, my brain is all over
It
the
was.
place because I was just chilling, drinking, and having a good time.
As you should.
How was your So Friday.
I was about to say, how was your
Friday,
Thursday, He? Because that's the B side story. You feel me? What happened on the B side?
I mean, Thursday hit a little different because I came straight from work and I couldn't leave work until like 5. Well, to be
that's
honest,
the whole day.
I could leave work at I left work at 4, basically 4 o'clock, right? That was my intention. The reason that didn't work out because I dropped some stuff up my car. Then I had to go pick up something at my backpack on the other side of the building. Then I went back to my car, realized I left my keys at my desk. So I got to go back to the other side of the building, then get back to my car. This was a 35-minute process.
God damn.
And then at this point, because I was doing last minute prep stuff at wee hours of the morning Thursday, I had to go home and pack my car. And then I had to pack my car and drive down. So I didn't get to Houston until like 11 something. When I pulled up,
He pulled up and went to a party.
yeah, 11 p.m.
By the time you got to Houston, I was already dead.
I know. I learned from the story. I thought it was hilarious.
She was grandma all weekend. She was auntie when we first started. She became grandma very quickly.
No, I'm still auntie in them.
She was auntie
Chill out.
the other night,
Chill out.
I feel like, personally.
Yeah.
She was
I was
auntie
just
status the
grandma
other night.
that one
She was
time.
grandma that one night. Grandma, you done for? You need to get tucked in?
I slept 11
Turn the
to like
TV
11.
back on. Watching that.
Yeah. Bro, she was
I slept
asleep
11
from
to
when we
11.
dropped her off at like 11 until we were getting ready to leave the next morning at like 12.
Good sleep.
She
Good
said,
sleep.
damn, you pulled a Chris.
Yeah, nah, I could. I wish. No, I pulled up like 11, got to Airbnb, dropped my stuff off, and I got changed immediately. And then I was like, because I went with some of my frat bros, two of my neos, and I was just like, yo, so where do y'all want to go? Y'all have, been out? Because they went to a karaoke night while they was waiting on me to show up around the corner. So they pulled back up. I tried to figure out where to go. Shout out to good man, his brother Namdi. He was telling me to pull up to I think it was a LAN party. It was a Plus Ultra, yeah. Because Kai and them was like host there. But you told me that one was packed out or sold out or something.
It was. So the LAN party was packed out, and we heard about it Friday when we went to one of our events. The
Yeah.
LAN party was packed out, but they found a way to fit everybody in there. They said they didn't have like anyone who didn't get in, and they were keeping the line moving as quickly as they could.
Okay. Yeah.
They
So
utilize
when
every last bit of space, my nigga.
yeah. So when y'all said that, we went to the I think Army Only or Grown and Sexy. I can't remember. There's too many fucking names.
Too many fucking names.
Now at this point, one of my neos, shout out Usalando, uh, he was pissed all day because he wanted a sports car for his rental and they gave him a Jeep. And we were like, bro, a Jeep is way better, especially for Houston, than a sports car.
And it's a nice Jeep.
Right?
Nah, that came back to
This is
save
really
our
nice.
asses. Oh my God,
Right.
yes.
That's why I'm like, dog, a Jeep would make more sense. You're not going to be able to be zooming up and down the road here in Houston. Like, it's not happening. Eventually the Jeep grew on him. Anyways, we pull up to warehouse and he pulls into the parking lot and I'm like, dog, we gotta find parking. He's like, nah, we'll just pay the valet. So he insisted on paying the valet. Love him to death. It was his first Dreamcon, so the sky was the limit for his wallet apparently. And I
Apparently.
love it. Cause that valet told us 40 to park.
Huh?
And he said, yeah. Yeah,
I like
and I
how
was like, bro.
like,
I was like, bro, no, we're not doing that. He's like, it's 40 to park. And we was like, bro, let's just find something to park. He said, sure? I was like, I don't care, we're making good money now. We adults. I'm like, maybe I'm not an adult.
I'm not making money that good.
it's not that good.
And then of course the valet tried to say something to sound like a deal, like most places do. He said, all right, it's 40 to park, and then you 25 ahead, y'all can skip the line. I literally went like this because he's talking to him on the driver's side, and we in the parking lot of warehouse, so the line's on our right. I went like this. I said, Josh, ain't nobody in that line. He's not offering us no deal.
Tried to upsell the shit out of y'all.
Like he just asked us to pay ticket price. He said, pay me to park and you pay ticket price. I'm like, that's not a deal. He was like,
He said, pay the park and pay for the ticket.
basically. So Josh was like, I really want to. I was like, fine, cool, whatever. I sent him half the money for everything, and parking was hilarious because he did not understand what the dude was trying to tell him. He's trying to tell him to back straight, ignore the lines. He was so lost. Anyway, we park, we hop out. He walks us to the front of the line. We go upstairs. Immediately we walk in. I see a familiar face across the room, burgundy black. I'm not in my mind. I was just like, I'm not about to move through all these sweaty people to get to her. But later on, I'm like, I should have just recorded her and added her and be like, I see you.
Yeah, that would work.
But eventually, I find Greg and them was there, so we ended up meeting up upstairs, and then that's when I saw them already late into their night, not realizing so much has happened. Obviously, this is where I question, where is Benny at? She's like,
oh, she died. And then like, what?
You mean,
like,
the dead body?
Yeah, she's
You
on
left
the
it.
couch like a Family Guy character, just done for.
I was like, where's D? It's like, oh, we left D to take care of him. Like, respect.
Yeah, D
At
was
this
like, because
point-
D was like, I want to get the rest of my costume. 'Cause she was doing someone's OC that she saw she really liked. She was
Yeah.
getting the rest of her costume together. She ended up not doing that. She was like, I just ended up going to sleep.
No, she got some stuff done. Then she was up early doing it. 'Cause I woke up, I was like, okay. And went back to sleep.
Right.
Yeah. So in short, at this point, this is when I meet up with Greg and them, find Prince and them, find out it was Kayla's birthday. This is where I learned that Kayla is just a female Prince in many levels. Because they was throwing back shots apparently before they got there. They were hammering shots at the bar like they were nothing. So I was just like, oh, noted.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. I mean, I saw Rabs. That's always a pleasure. And I hung out with you guys for a bit until we ended up leaving, and forgot where the fuck we went after that. Honestly.
We were gonna go to Waffle House because I have a video of us driving next to each other, but
Ah,
then niggas said the line to Waffle House was too long, so we ended up just going to McDonald's. So
yes, we stayed at Waffle House. We made friends with everyone in the fucking parking lot, and got Waffle House. I was concerned for the girl working there for a moment because one dude kept yelling for his bacon, and then he kept explaining how you make bacon and how it shouldn't take this long, like there isn't 12 other people waiting on food. But he eventually calmed down. Everybody in the parking lot was cool. By the end of it all, there was probably like 5 people left. Turns out Josh has the biggest heart of all because he offered to give them a ride home, not realizing that yes, they're talking to each other. No, they do not all stay in the same place. So he dropped me and Alvin off, and then I watched his
Okay.
dot. I watched his little sim go all up around Houston, and I said, "Hey, he
oh
has a big heart
man,
because he could have just dropped them off at one hotel, and the rest could have figured it out."
that's so fucking funny.
That's
Shout out to
wild.
y'all
That's
because
so
I'm
messed
not
up.
gonna lie. I was originally gonna be like, let's just Uber everywhere. Nah, Reynolds, man. I didn't realize how great that was. Like it was fucking
Yeah,
great,
Get
and
the
we had the
rental.
7-seater, so it
yeah.
was
I've
wonderful.
always thought about when it comes to Ubers and those upcharges, if you're gonna spend more than like $50 a day on Ubers, you might as well just get the rental.
See, and that's
Yeah.
my thing. I
And we
was like,
would have.
will I spend more than 50 if I'm splitting the cost with everybody? Blah blah blah. But how much traveling we did, and it gave us the availability to go other places and do other things too.
Yeah.
So definitely worth it. Cause like
Yeah,
going into Friday now, right? Me and King were like, I was like, I'm going to the gym because I don't want to miss too many gym days. Blah blah blah. So I was
yeah,
like, who wants to go with me? Bilal's game plan was to go to Alpha Land. He was like, yeah, I want to go there. It's a really popular gym. I really want to see what it's about.
yeah,
Mind you, I plan on going to the gym with this nigga anyway. So I was like, don't think I'll go there because it's like 20 minutes away. I'm only trying to go to the gym for a little bit just to make sure I'm keeping in the flow. And we still have to
yeah.
get ready, get dressed. And we planned on going to brunch. We made that plan like in the club. It was like, let's go to brunch. We didn't do that,
Plan stuff.
but it was like, let's do it. So me and King were like, we're just going to go to Planet Fitness. And Bilal was like, yo, drop me off at my man's house because we'll catch an Uber together out there. Cool. He was 5 minutes down the road. Almost everyone was 5 minutes down the road from us, which is hilarious. Cool. Wonderful. Me and King do a little workout to Planet Fitness. Get a little pump in. He's doing Simu, so wanted to make sure the core was right, the muscles was right. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah,
I look at the clock. I'm like, yo, we've been here for about an hour and a half. We haven't even eaten yet, and everybody else hasn't eaten. We can't go to brunch. We have to just make food. So we were like, hey, we're going to stop. Y'all start getting dressed. Get up, get dressed so that we can all leave at XYZ time. We hit up
yeah.
Bilal. Hey, when you going to be back? He's like, yo, it's like a playground in here. I'm going to fast forward a little bit of the story to say Bilal didn't come back until 4 hours later.
At the gym for 4 hours. Who does that? On
This
vacation.
man said, we was hitting everything. I said, I'm so glad we didn't wait for you. Because like at a certain point, we're like, yo, we're waiting for you. He's like, yeah, we almost done. That nigga was in the gym another hour and a half after that. I was like, nah, because if we waited that
That was
long,
the
I would
whole
have been pissed.
convention.
But to be fair, like Bilal was very much like, I'll figure it out. Like he wasn't like, hey,
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
for me. He was like, hey, I know I'm taking up time. Don't wait for me. Go ahead. So
Yeah.
he met up with us later that day. But your
So
boy got on the grill, on the pans, cook some breakfast. You feel me? Nothing too crazy.
that brekkie.
And a little
yeah,
brekkie fist.
I got up and I was like, yo, did I fall last night? And it was like, no, why? I was like, yo, my hip, it feel like it's bruised. Like, can somebody come look? Like, did I bump into something? I don't know what happened, y'all. I did something to my hip. It was killing me all Friday.
Grandma
But
was hurting.
I was hurting. I was hurting bad. Like I got up and I started like I was like, all right, I'm getting up. They said get up and start getting dressed. Shout out to them taking so long. Cause I put out all my clothes. Like I was putting out my clothes to go upstairs and take a shower. And I was like, I need a break. So I sat and I took a little 20-minute break to catch
Not
my
beating the
breath.
grandma allegations, dog. I'm not gonna hold you. It's looking not good at all.
And then I got dressed, but I was hurting on Friday. Like I don't know what I drank on Thursday,
You know,
but
you don't. The rest of the
I
witnesses.
don't.
Oh,
But then then we went to the con, and I was a little sad because um Blurred was supposed to do a collab shirt with Oz, and it
Before
got
we even
caught.
get there, soon as we walk in the door, badges scam. We walk into Dragons. Right
She
off the
sure
rip.
did.
Two
She
steps
looked
in.
wonderful.
She's like, oh my gosh, you guys are here. I'm like, oh shit. What do you know? As soon as we walked in.
Yeah, it
She
was
looked
perfect
great. She was
timing.
dressed as Blackfire. She was with her little sister, which was so sweet.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is so great. I was hoping I'd get to see you. Now I don't have to wait until like the JJK thing. I ran into her probably 6 times over the weekend.
I ran into her like maybe 2 or 3 times, which was
I ran into
nice.
her there. I ran into her at the Final Trap Sushi party. And then I ran into her at every other party we went to. Twice.
Jesus Christ!
I know.
Clearly, I just missed out.
And then right afterwards, I
didn't-
ran into another
You
person
didn't
I
see
know.
Dragons?
Like immediately after. But yeah, we made a beeline. Like Diva said, we made a beeline because talking to the dude who made Blurred, the clothing brand, he was like, yeah, I got to collab with Ozzy, supposed to be here. I'm like, only 400 of them bitches is going to be there, and I'm going to have one of them. And I was like, also, I knew the Ozzy and Classic Man D trading cards was going to be there, and they were signing them the next day. I said, you already know what type of time I'm on. I'm getting there quickly. So I got there, and like Diva said, he was like, they got stuck in customs.
Damn.
Fudge. Yeah.
Yeah.
We was like, yo. He's like, yeah, we're just gonna sell them online now. He was like, it would have been super dope to like have them here because they knew they would have sold out because that he showed me what it looked like. I got a little sneak peek. That bitch hard, like hard as fuck.
Okay, I'm still gonna get mine. I'm still gonna copy it.
So
But I
then
need
I made
something to
a
wear to con.
So yeah, then I made a beeline to the to Oz's table because I wanted to give Oz the
Red and the
perler I
red.
made for him, and I wanted to make sure I got these trading cards. I knew they were gonna sell out. Oz wasn't there. Got my trading cards. Kept it moving. Cool. Literally, like what was it? Within the next like 20 or 30 minutes, we ended up seeing Rap down there, off the random.
Yeah, I was so excited. I got to give him his wedding invitation, and he's so hyped to come. I can't wait for him to come and party with us for real, like party with our family. It's gonna
Oh
be
God,
crazy.
this is gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
Oh
It's
man,
gonna
we're
be
gonna
great.
get so drunk. Yeah, but he saw the perler before I could like start recording. I wasn't mad, but I was like, damn, because everyone's initial reaction was great. So like his initial reaction was like, what the fuck, and it was like, I can only get the secondary reaction now. But yeah, and he was very happy about it. He was like, yo, I have so much of Greg shit on my walls, like. He just moved, so like now I know exactly where he's gonna put it when he streams. It's a perfect spot right behind the camera. I'm like, yeah, that's where that bitch is going. I already know. But that post will actually be out probably prior to this video because I'm gonna post that probably tomorrow. So yeah, nice little content moment, and then like within the hour we ended up seeing I saw a ton of people I know, and then I ended up seeing Ozzy upstairs. Luckily, his was in my backpack, so I was able to hide that one, and I got the authentic one. It is so funny because Ozzy was like, yo, what the fuck? Can I curse? What the fuck?
Can I curse? We're like, yeah,
Oh
curse.
man. And I was worried about it, and like obviously I can be a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to things like that, but like seeing it in people's hands after I was done and after I spent hours on it, I was like, no, this shit actually looks really good. Like it had the space effect that I was going for. I think because I was sitting and staring at it at 4 a.m. off of maybe 4 hours of sleep, I didn't see it yet, but yeah.
It looked like a Pop-Tart. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah, it did look like a Pop-Tart, goddamn. And I was like, what is this? How am I going to give this to niggas? And I was like, no, it looks really good. I'm like, I don't know, guys. I don't know about that.
I'm not giving nobody no goddamn Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
I just want this nigga to know that I have never lied to him. If something looked like shit, I'll tell him.
She was like,
And I was like,
nah,
no,
you gotta do Ozzy's thing. The night before, D was like, you gotta do Ozzy's thing. You gotta do Ozzy's thing. I'm like, I know. And then I showed her my idea, and she's like, that's too much. And I'm like, okay, well,
it was
fuck.
way too much. It was like 3 faces he was
I
like,
didn't even have.
three.
I didn't have enough pink, so I couldn't have did that even if I wanted to.
It was going to be insanely too much.
Dog, yes, it would have been. I wouldn't have slept because I finished
if
that.
if you told me you started this 2 months ago, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, get that done. The night before, fuck out my face, nigga, go to bed. What good is it if you miss your flight?
That part.
I'm gonna wake up with hella beads in my face. Huh? Shit. Nah, but yeah, I got that done. I got it. It took about 4 hours. I thought it was only gonna take. No, it took 6 hours. I thought it would take 4. It took about 2 more additional, and that was me like being a perfectionist because I did 3 different color schemes originally. So I swapped out a lot of the colors once I saw that it didn't look right or the transition didn't feel right. I tried a different color that I had plenty of, and I was like, all right, this is much better. So I definitely spent an extra hour doing that. So, but yeah, he enjoyed his, and then we got to go to his panel, go to a couple other people's panels.
Yes.
I was telling myself I'm
really-
going to do content that day, and I never did. I was like, I'm going to do some content. Nope.
We
just
just
busy.
busy walking around seeing people. We were enjoying the con, which we don't always get to do because we at work technically. So it was nice. Heath, would you like to tell us about your Friday?
Friday, absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. You laugh. It surely was. Oh my god.
I got a text from this nigga. Everything seems was going wrong. I'm like, Jordan, have you been praying on this nigga's downfall? Because everything seems like it's just going terrible for him today.
It absolutely did. I think. Let me check the timestamp so I'm not a liar. When did this happen? Yeah. So I spent the morning trying to help Usalando get his costume together because he was still trying to figure out shit and fix shit. His mask, because he had the Sniper King also made an appearance. Sniper King's mask was not put together at all. The mask was, but no way to attach it to the face. So
You guys had to hook up
by the time we woke up and realized that we were not going to brunch, I said, all right, cool. So we went to Michael's, which of course it's Houston. So Michael's was 100 miles away, but it was 20 minutes at the same time. Or 15, whatever. We went to Michael's, got some stuff, came back, tried to fix up his costume. Alvin also tried to fix up his Luke Cage. So, I was over here styling my wig because I was just like,
No, that bob was everything.
I
Mad
did not
motion.
take
Video.
any pictures in just the bob, and I'm mad at myself.
But the video does it. It's fine. The video is perfect.
Yeah, that's why. And trade secret, that video was at night when I realized I had no pictures in the bob. So I closed the window. And turned off the lights to make it look like I was getting ready in the morning, and recorded the video.
So King actually told us that. He was like, whenever you're filming
What the hell?
content for cosplay, right? And it's like a transition or something like that.
Yeah.
Do the transition in the cosplay first. Don't think to do the transition at the crib and then you're going to do it later. No, do it first in the cosplay and do it later when you have the energy. I was like, damn, that's actually really smart because most niggas will do the first one and forget. Versus like if you're doing, I still have to do my transition. The first thing, I have to make the first step. Because like you can always, you're always going to be in like your normal clothes afterwards. So it's like, if you do it whenever.
Think about it like a movie. They don't film the movie in chronological order. They film it wherever they can get the filming locations and, petitions or whatever they can. Sometimes they film the ending before they film the beginning.
It's so funny that like actors don't know what the end of a movie is going to be like. And just do the shit and then like, I wonder how it's going to come together.
So yeah, these are your scripts for the day.
Right,
So,
that's what they do.
Die? Yeah, like what do you mean I die? I was like, this is the end of the movie, the beginning. And it's like, don't worry about it. We're gonna bring you back. Like you have no idea. Back. But you can't King. makes very valid points when he says that. My issue is that after we got everything ready, and it took a while to get that mask to stick because I think we needed epoxy because my contact cement was failing. It was not adhering very well. So I just like, fuck it. Your head's big enough that they can't see the back. So I put the contact cement, then I taped down the holders and then glued down the holders. So like the tape glue, like it worked. That combo worked. But I only did it for the side two because the top one was fine. Like that, just like, yeah, this bitch not moving. I'm swinging it around by the little handle piece. We took the elastic straps, made the back of the mask, whatever. I felt like I said, damn, maybe I should dress up as Usopp because I'm really fixing shit with this tape.
I got a pair of overalls in the back. I can do this.
Yeah. Anyways, long story short at this point, I was so glad that I took that first picture before we left the house on the roof. Had a good little setup for that. Then we went to the convention. We were running mad late, so we didn't even get there until like 1:30, almost 2 o'clock. And of course, my Neos want to go to the HBC meetup because they've never been to Dreamcon. They don't know what it's like. So I went there with them, ran into one of my other Neos and then all the other ones and felt like the old head at being fall 17. Anyways.
Just saying, Grandpa, welcome.
Anyways. Then I had to stay because they wanted to do the Morgan chant. And of course, Morgan was one of the last schools they called. So we went through hella schools at half of them. I'm like, I don't even remember where this school is. Then they went through all the Greek chants. And of course, the Iotas are the last chant. So that took hella long too. And I'm like, bro, I don't even want to be here. Like there's other events I want to go see. But, I forgot the most important part. Yeah, my Shinji sword, Tsunade, which is the ring and, handle. Yeah, that broke upon entry, like walking through the door into the building, it broke. The hilt fell off. The heat must have melted. I should have used super glue. The heat must have melted the hot glue and it fell off.
Damn.
So I glad I brought my tape with me that day and I taped up the hilt just for the sword itself to break when I put it down to tape it. So the top two parts also broke. So I had to tape that. So like at this point, this sword is fucked. I'm glad I brought this regular sword just in case. So I say all to say I was at the HBC meetup because I'm like, I want to go to how not to be a cosplayer, or I never wanted to be
I never wanted to be a content creator.
I wanted to go to that
Joint.
so bad. Yes, I wanted to go so bad, and I missed it. And
it was a good panel. I was a little upset with that panel and not because of them, but because of the organizers. One, the wrestling panel ran over. And so that panel started late. And then they cut them short. So no one got to ask any questions.
That's crazy.
And they cut them short. Like their time was, like, what was it, 3 to 4:30? They were kicking them out at 4:15.
At 4:10. At 4:10, they was cut.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of fucked. Starting late. And I was having a good time listening to them. It was them trying to correct the schedule.
I don't appreciate that because like the HBC meetup ran over by 30-something minutes.
Yeah.
Like I left early because I already knew what was about to happen and it ran over by like 30 minutes. But anyways, I still have to say, so my next stop, because Usalando's mask also broke because the one piece I didn't tape down fell off. So we both went to the prop fix-it room. I was in there fixing his shit, fixing my shit.
Shout out to them. They're amazing.
Yeah.
It looked like they gave them a smaller room but more shit, is what you told me?
Yes, they gave them a fucking, like a tiny bedroom. And there was more shit in it. They had somebody in there sewing full time. Like I was like, shout out to her, because that's insane. But yeah, I met a cool cosplayer in there who was also in the competition, so we chatted it up. I felt really bad for her the next day, but we'll get to it. And yeah, I fixed my costume, and then I wandered around for a bit, just taking photos all day. I felt really bad for one kid because when I was looking for you guys, and Jordan called me, he wanted a photo, and somebody else like cut in and like got a photo. I wasn't trying to take a photo. They cut in. And then I was trying to tell Jordan where I was, and he wanted the photo with like all of the Bleach characters that were there. And they took it without me. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Did you still want the photo? That man looked me up and down, mugged me. Was like, nah, I'm good. I got a hater now. Damn.
You made it. You made it. That's what that means.
He hates me.
It's so
I
funny
fucked
because
up.
the I didn't want to be a content creator thing. I think would be one that you would have really been interested in because like it's literally like all of them were talking about how like the internet has changed from people follow you because they like you and you kind of can get paid off of that to you have to reach a larger community through an algorithm. So obviously we've all seen Oz's posts. He loves to do bait and switches. He'll take, either whether it be an OnlyFans star, someone who makes lewd content, and like something that's obviously meant to be sexually driven, and then change it and hit you with the switcheroo, and it is art. The funniest one I just saw recently was the chick was like, "How I love to be woken up," and like she was like moving in the bed, like waking up, and then there's Oz at the end of the bed poking her with a painting. I was like,
my favorite one.
Yeah, I'm like that's a good little bait and switch.
So, I'm like, y'all don't understand. I didn't get to see any panels I wanted to see because of one disaster after another all weekend. So I made it to no panels at all. In short, to sum up the rest of my day, by the time we got to the HBC meetup, I had to mention this. I realized my badge was no longer on my waist. Didn't know where it was. I knew that was going to be a problem, so I went all the way downstairs after trying to fight my way through people wanting to take pictures, thinking, oh, maybe there's like a help desk that I can get somebody to help. If y'all don't know Dreamcon, the volunteers, I love them. They're volunteering, they're trying to help. They don't know anything outside of whatever they were told. Because Josh kept trying to say,
spot is because they can't go nowhere. And this is their vicinity. This is what they know. That's it. What's right here?
Yes. Because Josh kept trying to tell me, oh, there's a volunteer right there. Let's ask them. I'm like, we're going to go downstairs where there's the help desk thing. So I ended up walking all the way to the side of the building just to find out that I had to basically leave the convention by entering that area. So I told the security guard just in case. I said, hey, remember this? Hey, remember this Bob? Okay? Because I've been in here all day. I had a badge. I lost it. Because just in case I wanted to say fuck it, I wanted to come right back through there. Bruh. I found out that it's still hell to get a badge, even if they moved it from the hotel across the building to inside the convention center. It's still hell. Because, long story short, I stood in that line for 2.5 hours. I stood in that line for 2.5 hours, if not 3 hours, waiting to get help just to get my badge. And it was so bad and irritating because next to me was the line for industry and press. There was not a soul in those lines. But those lines had the, ropes to be long as fuck. Not a soul. There were 5 volunteers at the end of that line sitting there playing on their phones, watching every other line in that building be stretched out the room. Half the time, I think the only reason I wasn't in the line for 3.5 hours because so many people were just giving up. I'm like, no, it's over an hour. I'm not giving up. I'm staying right here.
I'm committed.
I'm learning.
I got a text from this nigga saying, my sword broke, my mask broke, because you forgot that. Yeah, sword broke, mask broke, lost my badge. I'm having a terrible day. I said, well, fuck. Shit. He's like, yeah, I'm going to go stand in the line and see how long it takes me to get my badge. I said,
and I was like,
I hope it gets better.
And it was funny because that morning, it was like, what happens if you lose your badge? It was like, you got to buy a new one. I was like, ugh, that's aggressive. I don't need this information. I'm not going to lose my badge. And then he's like, I lost my badge. And I was like, no, they're going to make you buy a new one.
My thought process was if he'd had to buy the badge, if he had to buy the badge, I was like, he going to go the fuck home. He going to be fuck this.
Nah, I was going to finesse it one way or another because I'm like, I'm in the contest. Clearly, I had a badge. Somebody stole it, something. Like, I'm not giving up on that. Actually, Cam said fuck this because they told him $25 more because his badge didn't ship. I don't know where it shipped. It wasn't here, I can tell you that. They told him it was $25 just to get a new one after he went through the process of trying to get up there to get a badge, and he said fuck it and just said fuck Dreamcon.
Oh, so Cam just left day one.
I mean, he stayed in Houston because he knows people down there, but he's like, his mindset is I spent $200 for a badge I didn't get. I'm not spending $25 more. I'm like, you spent $200 for a badge you didn't get. $25 more is nothing at that point.
It's 10%. Yeah. You're buying, like, let's be real here. You're only spending another 10%, Chief. Like,
anyways, to speed through this part, I made friends with the people in front of me in line because they were some real ass friends because they were there because their friend lost their badge and they were keeping him company. So they would
Oh,
leave in groups and come back to hang out with him in line to make sure he could get his badge. And apparently, a lot of people were going from one line, waiting entirety, getting to the front, being told they were in the wrong line, going to a different line, waiting in that line, getting in front, being told they need to get in the other line. Like, yeah. His experience was he bought his badge online day one, immediately upon release, didn't get it. So I felt really bad for him. But um, his friends kept him smiling, even though he was pissed. So,
I was
anyways,
scared that was gonna be me because everybody else got their shipped
scared.
email and I didn't for like another
didn't-
week.
yeah.
But then Jordan's
So
bag
Mine
came and
still
it was
are.
ran over. Like someone had run over her bag. I was like, "What the fuck happened at the facility?"
somebody dropped it mid truck and said, "Did you see something?" It's like, I think I did.
Yeah.
Anyway, to fast forward through the rest of my tale is essentially after I got my badge back, then I got to meet up with them. Got
Got
to
some
experience
eats.
the con. I got to experience the con a little longer. We went and got some eats. All the people in that restaurant kept staring at me because I'm a black man wearing
A white
Blonde
wig,
bob.
an Igor ass wig.
It was cut. It was cut. It was. His bob was bobbing.
But I can say day one was a fiasco, but I did get a lot of good photos and pictures and met a couple interesting people, so I was at least happy for that. That a story that I just explained is the reason why when y'all were rushing to go to the cafeteria, I mean to go get to food, and I ran into the people from the line again. I was like, yeah, because it was their first Dreamcon, so I was like, you
Oh,
finally got
shit.
to enjoy it, right? It's like, yeah. So.
That's a terrible
Yeah,
first
sword broke.
experience.
Bob was bobbing. Everything else was falling apart. But I can say I definitely still had a good time, even though I was irritated a lot of the day. I did it to myself.
I can feel that. I mean, our day wasn't that much different. Damn, it was very different actually.
Our
It wasn't
night-
that
Oh,
much.
wait,
Like-
sorry. I do have to add this part. I can't
Okay.
remember his name. Greg will correct me. These motherfuckers, while we were standing at that table and I was fixing my sword, I look over to Greg and said, yo, that's Ippy. He said, yeah. And then he looked past Ippy and said, that's Air Train. It's like, oh shit, that is
I
him.
got a picture.
Oh yeah.
So
And Diva,
then-
I was saying Diva, and I'm already losing my voice.
Because I was
And
doing
she's
something
like,
right, and I was doing
"What?"
something. What do you want? And he was like, what's up? And I was like, oh my gosh. She said, yeah, it's me. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Mind you, I low key wanted to geek out too, but the way they approached it, I had no entry because Benny stood in front of him and was talking. Greg was on her right talking. So I was like, oh, let me make my way around the left side because I want a photo too. Jordan done squeezed in there. So now they made a barrier in front of him. And I'm just like, there's no not awkward way to get in here. So I just said, fuck it. Let me try to fake fix my sword because it's already fixed, but I don't know what to do now. You know, I'm just the odd man behind them. Like,
It was so funny because
got my
like
picture.
when I saw him, when I see someone who's like a headliner or a very popular person, I try to keep it as low key as possible. Like, hey, you this person, right? Yeah. You mind if I get a picture real quick? Like real quick. And they be like, usually they hit one of these. Yeah. I'm like, yes, because niggas, I'm positive niggas paid for pictures with this man. So it's like,
Yeah,
hey,
For sure.
let's keep this low key. Let's make it real quick. You know, something slight. You know, step right here. Let's take this picture. Cause I was supposed to be getting my book signed by the dude right across from us, and Jordan had to go to the bathroom, and Jordan was getting agitated. Like, let's go. I'm like, Jordan, hold up. And her and Jordan were talking. I'm like, Benta.
Because it was right after the interview, so I was like putting stuff away, and I had Greg's phone in my hand, so like, I was putting stuff away and like trying to like consolidate so we could go on the move, and yeah, and it just happened.
Yeah.
It's
I be
great.
finding niggas, man. I'm
It's great.
finding niggas all
I'm
day.
so happy I got to meet him.
But yeah.
So handsome.
We
He is fine.
we were chilling, got to get some good eats, and then we decided to head to our next party, and that's when things started to get rough. Day one party, he didn't have a ticket to it, and was like, "Hey," I was like, he'd come with me. Me and you gonna go there, and I know somebody. We'll figure it out, and we did figure it out. We managed to get in. It was a good time inside. Saw a lot of people I knew in the front. I think I saw Vader that night too.
yeah, you did. We took a picture.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people that we know, and like then we were like, "Hey, you guys go ahead and pregame." I just drank like some terrible concoction on the way there, and was like, "I'm just gonna kill this." and that should have me where I need to be to start a party. Um,
Mhm.
the line was already acting a little wicked at this part. I'm not gonna lie, this
Yeah.
one was not handled the best. And I talked to my dog Jason. Jason was stressed. Jason
Yes,
showed me his
stressed.
phone on Sunday and said, "This is what my phone has looked like the past 3 days." Niggas have like 100 messages, and it'd be group chat text. This nigga had 100 messages from 100 different people, like fresh messages, and was still getting them while showing me. I'm like, yo, I'm not even bugging about what happened Friday with trying to get my peoples in for real. Like, I get it, you're working. Like, I'm just glad you got me in. You helped the brother out.
Shout out to Greg for protecting his influence.
Yeah, because he was like, I got you. Handle that. These niggas didn't get in, though. The line stopped moving for like a whole hour and a half. And that's when we saw
We were in
Justice
line for
again.
an hour.
Yeah, we were
Yes,
chilling
we
with
were in line
Justice
for
and
an
waiting for
hour.
y'all.
We saw Rab get there, and Rab was like, "I'm gonna figure out my way in," and I was like, "Yeah, you just gonna walk in at the front." So we decided to leave. We found this bar in Houston, and we had us a good old time at that bar. Like there were some other like nerds kind of spread around, but it was just us, and we was chitty chatting. And see, this is why I don't know how I died, because I had like 3 green tea shots. I had a drink. I was
It
fine.
was
I
that
pregame
blue
before we
juice,
left.
baby.
I don't know what did it, but I was fine that night. And we just had us a good old time. And then they met us at the bar afterwards.
I
And
want to
then
be
we called
known.
it a
Jordan
night.
hit me with the okie doke because she was like, "Yeah, we can't get in, have fun." I'm like, "Damn, that sucks." She said, "Oh, you really gonna leave us?" I was like, "You just told me have fun. I'm already in here. I got the VIP joint and everything, man."
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're supposed to
When
try and
Greg
come
said
out and
that,
say,
I'm like,
"No, babe, I'm gonna come with you." I'm like,
Yes,
when Greg
that's what
said
you're
that, I
supposed
was
to
like,
say.
you sure you want to just stay? Because I feel like this is going to backfire later.
it was one of those situations. To me, it was like, I mean, we already here. Did King come back with us? No, did King find his way back? I don't know what happened that night.
Yes. No, King came back with who did he? I thought it was
Exactly.
King.
I don't remember where that nigga went after that because I rode with He came with us because I sat in the back. I was in the back seat. That's what happened.
Yeah,
Okay.
we remember we went and found them at Little Woodrow's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so that was Saturday. So Saturday, the morning was so hectic on Saturday because none of my cosplay pieces were doing what they were supposed to do. And I swear I like prepped. Like I put in so much prep time and it just
Nah,
was not coming
fuck that.
together.
Man, this is where I gotta talk about goddamn. Well, wow, man. This nigga thought he lost his badge. Spent an hour in the he was dressed up as a
This
nigga.
wasn't
I
Bilal's
think his name
fault.
was like.
That
Wait,
was
no,
first of all,
we gonna
that's
get there.
Sunday. You a hit.
We was.
You a hit.
No,
You a
I'm
hit.
not.
That was
This was
Sunday.
Friday because Sunday he wore normal
On
clothes.
Saturday.
We're on Saturday.
On
This is
Saturday.
no Sunday. He wore normal clothes. Saturday he was. I think his name was Fred from SpongeBob.
Right.
So
That
Saturday.
wasn't. He lost the badge on Sunday because I didn't have wings on when we were in the
No,
garage
did he?
because they dropped us off. Yes, you're ahead. So I had to learn how to put
I don't
contacts
think I'm
in.
ahead.
I
You
remember
are.
that phone call.
I did it though. I did it. My horns. We broke the clips trying to clip it into my hair, so I had to sacrifice one of my Disney headbands to glue them onto, and that worked. Um, my teeth were too little for the fangs, so we couldn't get them on my teeth because they kept hitting my gums, and so they would wet, so they wouldn't seal because we couldn't get my tooth in enough to seal it. Um,
She learned how to put
then
contacts in
once
for the first time.
yeah.
Said that.
So but because I had contacts in, I couldn't really wear like I could wear my glasses, but I couldn't because they were slits, so I could only see straight. I couldn't see. I had no peripheral, no up down. If I wanted to see somebody, I had to physically turn my body, and there was like a pink haze, so I didn't want to do that with my glasses, so I couldn't see far.
Can I also just pause and shout out the fact that she had those nails and put in context? Like
She
That
had
is
help.
not-
She had help. A lot of it.
I did have help. It wasn't that much. Okay. Greg held my upper lid because my lashes were long, and then I held my bottom lid, and then
I told her where to go to navigate because she would keep putting it on the bottom lash, and I'm like, look
'cause I couldn't
away.
see.
Why do you need to see?
Every time I look away, I was
Thank you.
wrong part of my
Thank
face.
you. Touch your eye.
How could you see? I've never been able to see me touch my eye.
I can see with one eye closed. Like,
What were
how
you
do
looking at?
Exactly.
Eyeliner,
Because I told her stop
at
looking
what I'm
at it,
doing.
and you know what she did? She looked right at that motherfucker.
Looking at it. Only sociopaths can sit there and look at the contact as they put it on
Well,
the
I
eyeball.
couldn't see what I was doing. And obviously, I'm bad at aiming at my eyeball, so I was trying to see.
Nigga, you know where your eye is. Even if you're looking, you should know how to get there.
Like,
if you close your eyes and
But
try to
also,
touch your
that was-
eyeball right now,
But also, I was really scared that I was going to poke myself.
fair enough.
Because
You're like
not
this.
only are they
You're not
long-
gonna poke it.
Yes.
But that's
Not
a
only
fair
are they-
fear.
But also, like, poke myself just in the face. Because even if I do like this, I could poke myself in the face. And they hurt.
Mhm.
He's hurt.
I would say that's fair.
Yeah,
It took us like 30
had
minutes
like
to get
shorter
that
nails,
process
I probably would've
done.
been fine. But we did it. And then we
Hey,
went
the
to
first
brunch,
time-
and brunch was delicious.
I didn't even know y'all still were going to brunch that day.
Yeah,
We
we ended up
can't
going to
recall.
brunch that day because it was like, all right, we're not gonna go to the gym. We're just gonna get dressed. Everybody go to brunch, and from brunch we'll keep it moving because we were like, we wanted to go see our friend Nisha plays. We were like, we're going to her panel at 2, so we got to make sure we're done brunch by like 2:00 so we can get there and be done with everything.
Yeah.
So that's what we ended up doing. We like rushed there and because that's the day Bilal left his badge. He dropped us off and he went back to go get it.
No,
Right.
so I left his badge Saturday.
He left his
No.
he left his
Yeah.
badge at the crib. He like, I
Oh.
thought I packed it. I left it. I gotta go back.
And he just had to go and grab it.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
That's why we had to put my wings on it. So the wings were attached to my corset, so we put it on like on the side of the street, and it was fine. The problem was once we got into the con, like they fit perfectly, they sat right. Problem was when we got into the con, they were so wide set that everybody was bumping into them. Like we could not make it from downstairs to the 3rd floor, like without like basically it got to a point Jordan is holding my wings for me because if not I would be hitting people, and when they move it was like it was digging into my back. And we had to fix them. Yeah, it was bad.
It's unfortunately that I saw a video. Whoever posted that had the best idea ever in my life of how people be at Dreamcon, because it's like they don't see anything. They just walk and hope they don't run into anyone. Like they just keep going straight. I'm like, damn.
Oh yeah.
And they
There was
were
one
like-
time I was walking through a crowd and Jordan was like, "You want me to leave so I can squeeze through people and I'll make room for me?" I said, "Nope." And I just started strong arming the shit out of people. Strong arming the shit out of everybody. Some people were looking at me. I'm like, "You didn't want to move," and I said, "Excuse me." Like I'd say, "Excuse me, you didn't move." All right. Just using all shoulder.
Like, and that was my thing. It's like y'all are bumping into these like on purpose. These wings are huge. I know you see them and it hurts. Like, no, you're not bumping into me, but you definitely are hitting these wings. So we met at the after Nation. So we went to the Girl Gamer Girl Gamer panel. Shout out to our girl Nisha Plays. She did great. And so when we left that, we met Heed at the cosplay repair, and that room is tiny. But shout out to them because one, we put the wings a little bit closer together so that they wouldn't hit, like they weren't sitting as wide on my back. And then we put a second wire in to put it closer to me so that it felt a little bit more secure because my corset did sit kind of low. So like the top part was a little heavy. And then I was fine. I was fine after that. The wings were cool. I do have a bruise on my back, but that's okay because they were so cute.
It was funny because, like, I thought I was going to do my content that day. I was like, oh, I got a big open space in the middle of the day. All I got to do left is go to Rab's, join at 8:30, see my dog, get there early so I can get in the front. It's going to be a great time. Then I was like, oh, fuck, he thinks at 5. So, because he told me, I think the thing said you could bring people in with you, but it was fine because we were just in the line early as shit. Also, while we were waiting in line, there was a group of people who had the baguette fit on from Expedition 33. and I got to talk to him about it. It was great. But as we're like headed up there, I'm like, all right, cool. I think I got like one small thing of content, and then I was like, all right, let's head up to meet Heed. He said to be here at this time, so we're gonna get in the line. And I saw Prince at that moment. And he's like, yo, he's like trying to stop. Like, no, Prince, we gotta go. I'm like, sorry, dog, but we gotta go. He's like, oh, okay. It was in like the food hall, and like we were rushing to get somewhere. And we ended up getting where we need to get and waiting in line maybe 20 minutes before they started actually letting the line move, and then waited another 20 minutes at that location. Mm-hmm. And then Bilal was like, well, what are y'all doing after these things? I was like, all right, well, we got this. This is supposed to be an hour and a half. They're probably going to go over, which they did. And then we're going to rush the Rabs thing that's down the hall. Because that's, I'm like, every time we go, we always show up 30 minutes earlier to that. Because it's always a full room. Please just give this man the main stage. Every time he fills up whatever room, it has people out the fucking door.
Yeah.
It was people sitting in the aisles, which is not. By the way, people, when you want to go to stuff, sitting in the aisle is not safe. That is a fire hazard.
There were people sitting in the aisles. There was 2 rows of people standing in the back. There was plenty of seats, but people don't want to.
Right, and it was 2 rows of people sitting in the front.
Yeah, so like that. My thing is like, if look, I get it. You don't want to talk to everybody. You might not want to split the group, but there was plenty of chairs everywhere. Like niggas could have sat down. Would it have been packed out all the seats? Absolutely, but yeah.
Cause this nigga right here gonna say, why y'all choose to sit right here? Because
I ain't say it like that. I asked a question.
Until all, no, he said it like that. We stayed until all of the people were seeing, like, so we saw all the cosplays that me and Jordan and D left to go get seats at Rab's thing. Because I was like, if we all stay, we not gonna get a seat. Like, we need to go and hold some seats. He like, why y'all choose to sit all the way back here? Nigga, because we have a choice.
So I told them, so he was in the contest. We didn't know how it was structured. I thought they were going to do novice, intermediate, and then like the masters, right? And then from there, okay, first, second, third, or 1, 1, 1, 1. Whatever they were going to do. They did not. They had everybody go out, and I was like, that's weird because now you don't know who's in which classes to like kind of compare. But whatever. And then after it was done, I was just waiting. I was like, all right, cool. It looks like they're going to do 1, 1, 1, 1. I'm like, you guys go ahead. I'll wait and see because I want someone to be here if he wins, you know? So I was waiting on that, and as soon as they said that he didn't and they were going through like the superlatives, I was mad. I was mad as fuck, and I was like, all right, bet. It's 7:45. They already ran over. They wasted my time. They stuffed my dog because what the fuck? I was mad.
You did amazing.
You did.
You were so good.
The crowd was I'm pretty sure we posted a video, and the statement, the 3 statements I made were this. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dreamcon, if you ever see this. I'm not gonna say I don't care. We can talk about it. Come on the pod, we'll chat. But my point is, there was 3 main factors in which I believe he should have won. Factor 1 was the fact that, to me, in a cosplay contest, if you're going to do a runway, not a runway, because the runway happened while they were judging, right? If you're going to have a cosplay contest in which you're having people have a rollout, having audio, doing whatever to showcase the cosplay, the point of the cosplay is to get as close as you can or have an original or something with likes, right? You were doing the Batman Who Laughs. I think you did a great rendition, but on top of that, I think your rendition of him was close to the actual character. You were the character. Voice acting and all. Voice acting, stage acting, all.
Yeah, it was so witty. I love the last line. It was like, there's some cosplayers that are dying for a laugh. I was like, ah!
See, and that's what made us both mad because I was like, that's not the audio he wanted. And he worked on I was in chat with him working on the audio, and it was supposed to be a little bit different, some different movements, and it was a little bit more talking. To get him there, and it was going to be so great. And then the last laugh, it starts, and then it echoes out. And he's supposed to, like, walk off as it echoes out. And it was chilling. It was so good. I'm so mad they didn't fucking do it. Like,
yeah, and I'll get into that on my end.
So that was the first thing. The second thing was, it seemed as if they prejudged, because the judges didn't write a single thing down. They didn't make a single comment. The only person making comments was the chick Lexual, who... It kind of took away from it sometimes because she would be talking while they're walking, while there's music's on, while their audio's doing whatever. And I get what she was trying to do, but I'd rather it be at the beginning and the end, not while someone's doing the thing. It takes away from the immersion. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But it seemed like they did a lot of prejudging. And then the third thing was the way they talked about it. I guess, like, he told me, like, he doesn't think he used enough description in what he did. Maybe that's the case, and maybe that would have been a big determining factor. But overarchingly, the way they described why she won, I don't think it was enough for me in that sense. Because they basically said a lot of hard work was put in putting all those rhinestones on that outfit. Rhinestones pretty. Now, congratulations to you. I don't want you to think I'm a hater like that.
Sugar the Clown, we love you here.
Absolutely, absolutely. You worked hard on it, and I'm always going to give props
really
for that.
pretty.
I just think that my dog should have won. You did great, though. I love the cosplay. But those are my 3 reasons looking at it and why I was so upset when that happened. I was like, nah. Also, my bad, 4th reason. You were the first nigga on the Dreamcon post. They obviously knew that your shit was going to make people watch the post about the cosplay contest. Niggas in the comments saying it. Like, what? But I'm not a judge. That's just me, though. I'm just saying.
I appreciate it. I don't usually read comments and stuff, but I did glance at that. Granted, they didn't give me much screen time, probably because the performance was a little, but I'll get into it. Anyway, Rab's panel.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, Rab's panel. It was he played the whole thing of
the
JJK
whole
Great
arc,
3.
including the
the
latest
whole arc.
release of the Sendai Colony. My favorite thing about seeing it at Dreamcon is you can see it uncensored. Because you watch it on YouTube, it's censored. You got to watch it on Patreon.
Yeah.
It's not expensive, $4.99. Get that Patreon. Shout out my dog Rab. I watch it on Patreon because I like, $4.99. That was a joke all weekend. I like to see it uncensored and get all the glips and clips.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were playing the uncensored version during this. And it was great. We had to leave early because we had to be places, but yeah.
Yeah. So it was packed out. They started it was so packed out they was like, all right, well, we should start. We can't fit nobody else in the room. And Rab will be here in a minute. So they started, they introduced everybody, all the voice actors introduced themselves, and like Rab came in, he had a couple 10-15 minutes for questions, and people around asked some questions, and then they got right to it. I think the best thing I like about it is like just how you can tell how much people enjoy what he does, because the whole thing, and Rab encourages it the whole time. People are just talking through it. They are like line for line, band for band. If it's a line, someone is saying it. And so it's just like, it's so great. And then all the voice actors had mics, so they would say their lines over the mic sometimes too. It was just such a vibe. Highly suggest y'all go if y'all have never been.
It was a great time. It was. And I'm mad we didn't get to see the Sendai Colony one because I watched it when I got home. I watched it on a flight, actually. Nigga, I know they were saying, gun on my head every time. And the thing is, I knew it was good for 2 reasons, right? I already knew it was good, but here's my other 2 reasons. Jordan has never seen JJK a day in her life. She is not the biggest anime fan. She's cool off it. She was on her phone at first. By the time we got to the Maki episode, she was phone down, face up, just
Locked
watching.
in.
I'm like, yeah, locked in.
It's so good. And
The second reason I like it is because you get all of the relative JJK story just niggified. And that's the funniest part to me. Like, you could watch the entire Hood JJK series and still relatively understand what's going on in the story.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, that's actually pretty lit. Like, that he does that. Also, the quotables. One extra one again. The quotables in there are fucking great. Just great.
So many quotables.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, y'all. I'm dying.
Niggas had to turn on the fan. It's crazy. Yeah, I love it. Love it so much. Shout out my dogs, man.
Yeah, again, another thing I wanted to go to that time just did not allow for.
I give you the Patreon link, big dog. Go ahead and watch that uncensored. Enjoy
So
yourself.
after that, we went back to Airbnb. Well, we grabbed food, went back to Airbnb. This was a quickie change. It was like, hurry up, get change. We not getting into the party this time.
Right. Then we ended up getting there stupid early. Like,
We was there so
niggas
early.
wasn't there early, and I was like,
Wait.
of course this
Niggas-
would happen.
Here's my one complaint with the party, because we was with the shits. We was with the shits that night. Like we was all, because we were finally all together and finally all at the party. We was with the shits. So we in a section. Let's just keep it. Like we gonna keep the section. We gonna do the section.
Oh,
thing.
this pissed me off. I hate club culture.
So
Go
that-
ahead, you tell it.
So the little, we call a little shorty over. We like, hey, can I see a list? Can we see the section list?
Yo,
She's like, yeah, it's 2 bottles.
I had her. I grabbed her by the arm and said, "Yo, shorty, low. How much for the section? You feel me? Me and my dogs
She like,
want, we want to do
She
something.
said it's 2 bottles per. We like, period. That's
Bet
all we need.
two bottles
We
per.
really
That's,
only need one.
that's fucking light work. You think I ain't got that in the pocket, nigga?
$3.50 for Jack Daniels.
Yeah.
$3.50
One bottle.
for the lowest classification of bottle,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't drink it. So it's like, and you
One.
said it's 2 of them.
Bottle. 2
Yeah.
of them? $800 for this
Yes.
section?
Yes.
I said, we good.
Brother,
I said, all right.
the section was the size of that couch back there. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
I was like,
Because
wait,
we were
you
at
want me to
the
pay
smallest
$700 for a chair that big with a table and a bottle of Jack that I could get from the store for $40 right now? I
35.
watched 4 other groups of individuals do this, and I just thought, fuck all that. I saw a nigga right next to us do it, and his face when the bottle girls came over the sparkle was like, yeah.
He wasn't even enjoying it.
Wasn't even enjoying it.
They don't.
Also, these were some lazy ass bottle girls, because they just would do a cute little, all right, we done, and then turn off. Bitch,
We
you
do
better
this.
twerk.
We do this until the sparklers go off. We drop it. We out. Like,
Y'all don't understand. You're just describing regular club culture. I've seen it all the time.
No.
fuck all that. We went upstairs. They said,
don't have
hey, someone wants to buy a
watched it.
section.
I watch niggas go bottle for bottle and look there so unentertained, and I'm like, bro, you just spent 3 racks in the club to sit.
You
in a
don't have
chair
to
that
do
big.
this, bro. Like, you don't. It doesn't have to be this way.
We went right upstairs. and
Oh
we
yeah, because I was like, hey
upstairs.
guys, the VIP section don't. Oh, I met Kiara Noir that night too.
I
Kiara
saw
Noir.
Tom.
After we were just complaining about the fact that King met her, we missed it.
King
She
met her
appeared.
twice. No, not once, twice. He met
Yeah.
her in the wild, and then he met her outside. And King's bit is that he likes to take 0.5 pictures of people from his perspective. So he always like stands above them like this with the camera. So it's just a huge forehead pic. And he does that for everyone. He has an album of just people's foreheads. And they're like staring up at him. And he says, this is my perspective of people. And I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. It's a funny bit.
I said, that's wild.
So he sent the picture in the, I'm gonna see if I can find it. He sent the picture in the group chat like, hey guys, I met Kiara Noir. We're like, bullshit. And then all you
I
see
got
is
you.
her fucking forehead.
I got you.
You have it up. Oh, you have it? Yeah!
it's gonna come up.
And I was like, that's the bit. That's the bit that he does.
Yeah.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah. It's
But
all for it.
she was like, yo, she's in the VIP joint. I'm like, the VIP joint? Fun fact, the VIP wristbands was the same. I was going to try and finesse him, like, yeah, you know, I got the VIP, you feel me? And, like, walk up in that bitch. But I was like, my VIP look a little crusty because I haven't taken it off since yesterday.
Yeah, I will say they were smart about the VIP this time because they made it like it wears down. So
Yeah. The shine will wear off if you shower with it on. So I was like, So the old VIP section from the other party was upstairs. So I went, I checked it out and I was like, hey guys, we can go upstairs. It got AC and everything up there and a bar.
It was lit. Upstairs was lit. We had us a time.
Oh yeah, everybody showed up after
And we
the
could
Leon
sit
Thomas
down.
joint. Oh yeah, we could for free. But everyone showed up after the Leon Thomas joint. We had a little spot where we found a chair, and we just turned that bitch out. I'm not gonna hold you.
Hell yeah.
Rab
Yeah,
found
time.
us. I found my homegirl. She was having a terrible time. I was like, damn, everyone having a bad day. She lost her purse. Had to get into the club.
Aw.
Yeah. I hope she found it. I gotta talk to her. But I was like, hey, let's have a drink. It sounds like you need one. And this is how I ended up getting 2 drinks for free. I was like, hey, let me get 2 shots tequila, 2 shots Bacardi. Old boy said, bet. Pours me 4 shots. I grab them. I'm like, they're all clear. I can't really tell which is which, but I saw those words look like tequila. And then I'm like, here you go. She sniffs it, and she's like, that's not Bacardi. I'm like, hey, boss, is this Bacardi? And he goes, funny as shit. Bottle's right in front of him. He does this. My bad. I'm like, wait, he just poured me some shit and didn't read it? So he goes and gets the Bacardi and says, don't even worry about it, boss. He just slides it to me. I'm like, thanks. He's like, I asked for a Sprite too. So he just gave us the Sprite on the house too. I'm like, hey, come on, man. 3 free drinks.
Fucked up.
Yeah, so we took those, and she was like, thank you so much. I actually needed that. I'm like, appreciate you, big dog. I mean, stay up. I hope you find your purse. And then I went over to Rab and took a shot with him, and then took a shot with someone in our group.
It was me.
You didn't drink the vodka.
He goes, I got a shot. He's like, I got free shots here. And I was like, it's free.
Oh, yeah. I gave her the vodka shot purposefully. I didn't want that shit.
That's how we got the video text. And I can take a shot at anything.
So, yeah. And then we danced the rest of the night away, if I'm being real. Like, that's about it.
We did.
I fell. Away. Someone tripped me.
You fell?
I don't know who it was. You don't remember? So I was walking. I was dancing, and I started walking to go around to get around the people. And someone's long-ass leg clipped my foot. It was so fast. Oh, Jesus. I went from being here to here, and I was like, shit. And like, Jordan and Johnette are grabbing my arm like, you good? I'm like, yo, I'm good. These niggas lifted me. Oh, shit. I'm like, yo, I'm good. I can stand up. I'm fine. Like, you sure you good? I'm like, yo, someone tripped me on accident. It's all good. Like, you're not hurt? I'm like, yes. Yeah, nah, niggas saw the aura and said, nah, I gotta shut this nigga down.
They probably a HA fan.
Yeah. Must be. They found me off of TikTok, guys. They found me. They found you. Gotta kill my aura. But no, I had a good time. Even after that, it was fine. Like, I just fell on my arms real quick. I literally fell like this and just landed right on my arms. It was good. Yeah. Then after that, did we do anything after that night? No.
No, we went home and we ate the food that we had bought before, like literally like heated up Whataburger.
Oh yeah, I had 2 nights worth of McDonald's and Whataburger that I ate like 80% both nights. So I had like 40% of a meal.
We ate our leftovers.
I had 4 chicken nuggets, half a small fry, and 2 separate burgers. And I just heated it all up at once and ate it. And it was like, it's basically a full meal.
We just all eating. Then,
I mean,
go ahead.
No, go ahead. Cause
that was Saturday. Honestly, that was Saturday.
I was laughing at the fact that y'all had so much random food just around. I remember Sunday, somebody picked up that Chick-fil-A and was about to eat it. And Bilal was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, I think that's been there for like 2 days.
It has. It's been there. It had been, and it wasn't like in the fridge. Like everything else, we pulled out of the fridge.
Yeah.
It had been sitting like on the table.
On the table, not in the fridge. Where the damn.
Because every time I came over there, it was that same one bag on the table. Everything else had shifted except for that Chick-fil-A bag.
Because no one knew whose it was, and like we didn't want to throw it away, so we were like, "Whose white baby is this?" Like we don't know.
Oh, wait, let me rewind. Shout out to our bags this year. We have taken it up a level, and we're going to take it up one more level next year. I don't know how. But last time I took the bags up, we did chips. So it's always candy, a cute little toy, a sticker from us, and then we did chips. This year, we did animal crackers or, what are they called? Not gummy bears. Teddy Grahams. And then, like, cheese crackers or, like, peanut butter crackers.
What happened to the liquid?
That was the plus. We added liquid IVs this year. Yes. Everybody was fucking with liquid IVs. It was like, yo, I am so dehydrated right now. You have no idea. I'm like, I think I do, good sir. I have had nothing but alcohol and juice.
Was that? That had to be Saturday. Yeah, it was
Saturday. It was Saturday when we gave out the most of them.
No, it was Sunday. I'm fast forwarding just a little bit. We ran into what's his name? I see his face.
What does he look like? Because I probably know the name.
Bandana.
Blaze. I knew it. It was Blaze and Nike Finesse. We ran into them like, oh, y'all got the bags again. I said, every year, man.
He was like,
every year.
He goes, He was like, I needed this. He was like, I'm dying. He was like, I'm so fucking hungry right now. And I was like, well, look, here you go. Here's your bag.
I ended up giving one to what's the voice actress for Simuyu's name? I gave one to her.
Yeah. What's her name?
And she was like, "You have no idea." She's like, "They don't be feeding us. We've missed lunch. This is so helpful." And that's how we get into Sunday, because I'm gonna jump to Sunday. But first, Bilal forgot his fucking badge, and we spent an hour looking for that bitch just to get there. And he was like, "I'm gonna just wait in line and figure it out." For D to then look in her bag, and guess what was in that motherfucker? Bilal's bag. And you want to know the funniest part about this is? When we were leaving the house and he was still looking for his badge, I looked her in the eye and said, somehow this is your fault. I don't know how yet, but somehow I'm going to blame you.
No, this girl went in the house and helped him look. He's like, all my stuff is everywhere because she's just emptying out my bag looking for the badge.
I wanted to be known. That gave.
I
don't know what's your phone look like? I'll call it. I ain't seen it.
I ain't seen it.
I was like, yo. So we got there later than expected on Sunday, but Sunday was actually my content day. I was like, hey, I'm going to this one place, staying there for an hour, and then I'm going to be. I got a ton of content Sunday, getting a ton of content on Sunday. Bing bang, bing bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. I'm on some type of shit you wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. I was handing out bags. I was meeting people. I was talking to other people. That was the day I talked to Hakeem or Kamichi, the voice actor for Cloak. And I originally was just going to go up there. I was going to talk to the one for Dagger 2, but her line was kind of long. And when their lines are short, they talk to a lot more. So I was like, obviously. She's having a lot of conversations with these people, enjoying her time. I'm not waiting in that line. So I went his line. I planned on doing that either way. I was like, hey. And there was only one person ahead of me. I ended up talking with him. I ended up talking with his camera guy for like 20 minutes while they were talking. He's like, oh, yeah. And then originally I was like, just going to give him the bag. But I was like, it's 64 a vid. I'll pay the 60. I usually don't like to pay for interviews and vids. But I was like, something in my gut told me to do it.
Yeah.
I was right. Because he was very appreciative of the bag too. But turns out, old boy lives in Baltimore. So he was like, yo, let's link up. Let's do some shit. I'm like, let's fucking do some shit. So that ended up, hey man, another homie out in the DMV area. Yeah, got a couple of interviews, played rock, paper, scissors, and lost a lot. My worst rock, paper, scissors year yet. I was getting my ass kicked. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But got to have a lot of nice conversations with people, talk about the pod, talk about playing games, talk about my perlers, all that fun shit. Did in a couple random places. Went out of my comfort zone for a cosplay because I had my shirt off for my law cosplay, which I've never had a body where I was like, I'm gonna have the shirt off, but I'm in the gym lately, so I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot.
You look
good. Felt good. Jordan was mad that I made her paint on me.
Sunday was cool. I spent the day spending money and it was so much fun. I like all the deals.
So much money that there was a fraud alert on a card. My mom texts like, "Hey, I got a fraud alert."
I was like, "No, that's good. That's me." I actually, fun fact about the weekend, I shot this much content.
I think I forced her to film one thing.
But I got this many interviews lined up.
It's a lot of interviews.
A lot of interviews.
I did something right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, Sunday was like my content day. I was bouncing around doing content, and then we had like 2 parties to go to.
That's when we got crawfish.
We got seafood boils. That shit was
I forgot to record crawfish. I was so mad.
It was so good.
We was making fun of this nigga Bilal the whole way back.
This nigga's a liar. That's why. That's what happens when you lie. He's a liar. He gonna say, "Oh, my stomach hurt." First of all, what the fuck is a stomach? My stomach hurts. I can't drink. But let's get ice cream. Okay, I ain't say nothing. until they said to me, "Oh, Benson, you not getting ice cream." I'm lactose intolerant. I said, "No, I'm not gonna get none." Bilal goes, "I'm lactose intolerant too." Eating the ice cream, but his stomach hurt.
You ever hear niggas say like, life comes at you fast?
Yeah.
Life came at him from the time it took him to get the ice cream to get back to the car. He's just about finished. We drove 2 minutes down the road before this nigga said Diva might have been in the text. Diva might have been right. Mistakes were made. Nigga, we ain't even get out the parking lot for real. Oh man! And luckily, the trap sushi joint was down the street from the crib, so he was like, "We got the one light." He said, "The crib right there." No matter of fact, hops out the car at the light and walks to the crib. I was like, "Yo, ain't no way, boy." He said, no, "Y'all think I'm fucking joking?" Boy, we was dying at that shit. That shit was funny.
Clowning him in that chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He did take shots.
Oh,
eventually.
fun fact,
No
I
one
was clowning him, but as soon as we got to the trap sushi joint, I had the shit. I was like, yo, I can't let him know. I can't let him know, man. Oh, I kept that one close to the pocket. I was like, niggas like, why you ain't dancing? I'm like, I'm chilling, man. I strolled one time and that was risky. That was risky as fuck.
Y'all, I want y'all to know they've been clowning this man Bilal for 2.5 days.
Oh yeah, we still
Calling
calling
him shitty butt, stank ass, everything in the book. This man Greg has been right there in front, like shitty butt ass.
Cause guess what? I held it because the plan was, we was like, yo, we're gonna go to the joint. This group of people is gonna go back to the crib because they want to change. We're gonna go to the joint because it's supposed to end at 9. We should have known better. Cause I would have honestly just stayed at a social beer garden for the rest of the night. I was fine with that.
How long did it go?
They didn't leave until like 12.
No, you wouldn't have been a winner. You wouldn't have been a winner.
That is fair. But because I was texting people like, hey, we're going to 2 parties tonight. I was like, I don't know if they're going to kick niggas out. I should have known better because it's still a bar. Like, hey, we're making money. Why would we close? You feel me? So we left at 9, like damn near on the nose. Half of us had to shower because some of us were really gross. I was like, I'm a shower. Got dressed, all that. We pre-gamed a little bit. And then we went to the next party. But I made sure I took my shit in between. You feel me? Like I took my shower. I ain't let niggas know because I wasn't trying to be blout. You feel me? Yeah, I mean, I played that strategically. Y'all playing checkers, not chess. It's all right. But we got to the next party. That was a Plus Ultra event, and it was cool. I liked it. The Wonder Bar place. I liked that they had an ice room that you could just sit in because the niggas like me get hot. And just cool off. I wish they had more like gimmicks, like the little mirror door or the painting door. Like that would be lit if they had more than that. But we had a good time. Yeah, they had a prize wheel. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, Joy, I really want to spin that bitch. She's like, with your luck, you'll probably get the fucking grand prize. I'm like, now I'm not gonna get it because you said it. And she's like,
that tells you a lot. Yeah, I was 3 millimeters from the grand prize. I literally got jack shit. That's what I landed on.
I was like,
Bilal got a whole drink.
Yeah, disco ball. I went over to buy a drink. Drink was good as fuck. Their drinks are amazing. They were really good. But I got the thing, and the dude was ready to go over and spin it, and I don't know what. I was like, I had to stop him. I was like, hey, oh. There's a line for one. You got to get a ticket, like one of these. He's like, oh, where I get them from? Like at the bar. They cost $11. Yeah, go over there, big dog. Because I was looking at it, and I was like, this is the perfect position to get a jackpot. Like, I could tell just that it was going to be perfect. It was. It was nice. All it was dicks and pocket pussies, though. So, you know, not real cool shit. $50 would have been better than the pocket pussy. However, it did make for a great bit later when Jordan was like, hey, we still outside, right? Because once we land, she went to an Usher and Chris Brown concert. And she said, we still inside. So I sent a picture of the box of the pocket pussy and said, nah, I'm inside as fuck.
Yeah.
I had a great time. I liked the bar. It was fun. Got to hear one of my favorite DJs, DJ Soul. He did. It's funny because he hopped on, right? That's when we was turning up the most. I don't know if y'all noticed, but it was. And
I didn't know.
automatically knew when it switched. Me and Jordan was like, this is not soul. And then next thing, and Jordan was like, yeah, it's not. He right there. I said, well, I know from my ears. I didn't see him standing over there.
I didn't know you knew that DJ Soul. I'm gonna look him up.
Yes,
Cause I
homeboy at
He,
TJ.
he came on the
He
pod
came on
as
the
a
pod
guest
a while ago. Yeah, a long time
a
ago.
long time ago.
because
In our first year.
that first DJ, like I wasn't mad at him, but like I thought his mixes were weird. Like I'd be listening
They
to
were
that. Like,
weird. It was weird taste. It was like
yeah,
weird. Like one day is like the songs are like one's over here and then one's over there, and it's just like I
Yeah.
What I've
get it.
noticed is that a
People
lot
like to
of
mesh them,
Houston
but it wasn't a good
DJs
mesh.
tend to like take popular songs and try and push them together versus
Yeah.
like Baltimore DJs take songs that sound good together, popular or not, and use them to get to where they're going. Like,
Yeah, use it to get from one popular song to another.
Yeah, I
yeah,
Like they
mean,
don't use transition songs.
I don't.
It's
I
like
think it might
from
be a
one.
Houston thing because I mean heard a lot of Dallas DJs and they know how to do that like get the
bad.
transition in the middle. But I'm guessing DJ Soul he was absolutely killing that shit because the shit he was mixing together like he was taking anime classics and mixing with some hot shit. I'm like, yeah, this is a fucking DJ because the
Yeah.
vibe in that bar completely changed. Niggas was
Yeah.
all jumping, everybody was turned up.
Yeah. It was like I already knew he was going on at 12 because when I saw him, he was like, he had said, "Did you see my set?" I said, "I just walked in the door." He's like, "Damn, I just got off the tables," and I was like, "Damn." He's like, "I get back on at 12." I was like, "All right, bet I'm not going nowhere." And then I was like, he hit. It's in. It's up.
Yup.
And it was up from there.
Niggas had a good time that night. And then, what do we do? We got, oh, yeah, no, there was a wing spot right next to it and a taco spot. And I originally wanted tacos, but I saw the wings. I was like, nah, these wings finna bust. So I got the wings. I was right. We ate that. Niggas packed up and cleaned up that night. So we could just wake up in the morning and just go.
Go.
That one was interesting because he was supposed to take people, and I think he ended up taking just Bilal. And King was like, I'll find my own way. I was like, great. Okay. And he ended up leaving around the same time as us. So
I knew King would find his own way because this one over here was passed out sleep. But I unfortunately have really good hearing.
I didn't hear a thing.
Okay.
But yeah, we all had a great weekend. Everybody kind of dipped out after that.
Except
and
for
went their
getting
own
the
separate
fuck
ways.
out of there. Let me tell you something, Houston.
Huh?
Let me tell you something. Y'all weather gonna stop playing with my ass. I was supposed to leave at 12:20 p.m. I was supposed to be taking off, going back to Orlando. What time was it? I hear thunder. And it's like rattling the windows. So I
The
hit
lights
group
is
chat,
flickering.
I'm like, y'all hear this? And they like, chill. And I'm like, I'm scared. Y'all talking about chill. Nah. First person get there, 1 hour delay. Another person, hour delay. Next person, hour delay. I get an hour delay. I'm like, what's an hour, right?
Yeah, I
2
never
hours.
say that.
I got 2 hours. I'm like, fuck. I had sat down to eat when I got the hour delay. I'm like, I should eat something. 2 hour delay. Okay. It's fine. I'm going to take a nap for an hour. Wake up. Not only do I have another hour delay, my gate has changed. I have gone from gate 24 to 49, the other side of the fucking airport. I'm panicking because I'm thinking I'm about to miss my flight. Nope. Got a whole hour. Get to gate 49. Another hour delay. I'm now leaving at 4:30.
Damn.
But at 4 o'clock, we get on the plane. They board us. I'm like, bet, I'm going to be out of here. I'm getting the fuck out of here. I put my eye mask on, my neck pillow. I go to sleep. I wake up. I'm like, wow, I've been asleep a long time. I'm drooling. I'm probably like so far in this flight.
Plot
We
twist.
still in fucking Houston. We still at the gate. The plane has not moved. It is now, I'm leaving it now 5:30. I had another hour delay. All I did was close my eyes.
You time traveled, my nigga. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah.
We take off. We finally take off. We get to Orlando. I see us going down. We low. I can see the ground. Why he picked back up? Wait, what's happening? What's going on? He comes over the speakers. We gotta make a little circle. We too close to another plane, so we circle around. We land. 8:30. I hit the ground. Why I didn't get off that plane till 9:30?
I didn't get in the
Yeah,
house until that time. If that makes you feel any better.
I didn't get off the plane until 9:30. I still had to go to baggage claim and get my bags. Of course, there's traffic. It's Orlando's airport. Everybody's coming in Orlando on their stupid ass vacations. So took Chris 20 minutes to get to me, even though they left at a reasonable time. Then, after I finally got home and got food, it was 10:45. I walked in that fucking door.
Hour delay.
10:45.
I would have left my keys. Fuck. Nah,
Took me forever to get back here.
when I was had a 2 hour delay. Then 3 hour delay, and then we flew, and then I got in. Jordan had to go from the airport to the concert. Concert didn't start until like almost 8:30, 9 o'clock anyway, so she was fine. Really good seats. I had to take both bags and drive myself home. We left Dean at my parents' house overnight just because it was like, I don't have her to get her car. It'll be really difficult to get all the stuff in my car or to put it in her car and then have to bring it in the house. So I said, I'll get him in the morning. At that point, I got home. I got some food. I put gas in my car. I came home. I think I played the game with Twan for like 3 hours. Because like, you got work in the morning. I'll talk to you later. I was planning on playing some Rivals with the homies because some niggas just be up, but everybody had gotten off by that time. So I had to experience new Rivals by myself, which is honestly, I thought it would be more chaotic. But it's actually like mildly tolerable. It's not bad at all. I like Jubilee. I like Jubilee a lot. I learned a lot about Jubilee this past weekend too, because a lot of content creators like have been doing like deep dives on a character. Yeah. With the new release of her, they're doing like deep dives on the character, and I was like, damn. I want it to be known, X Gene doesn't make sense, and I say that because fuck you mean you have photokinetic control. Oh, no, my bad. Photoluminescence control, which you can just erupt light, essentially. And if you weren't holding back, you could make a nuke. Like, what gene is allowing you to do that bullshit?
The X one.
No. I understand Mystique shit. Okay, now you're like kind of like a chameleon. Okay, cool. Makes sense. Sunspot. Explain that. Why the fuck is this nigga able to turn into a star? Wolverine, healing. That makes sense. Charles Xavier. Iceman. This nigga can make himself ice. He is ice. He's a Logia type.
That's just controlling your body temperature.
No. Controlling your body temperature is able to sit in ice, enjoy a nice Arctic bath. You know, keep your body temperature up. This nigga can become frozen water. All of him. And then turn it back into people parts.
Low level alchemy.
Water doesn't even have carbon in it.
People parts.
But hey, man.
Yeah.
X-Men.
Now, did I go to sleep when I get home? No. Because I wasn't going to be the only one this weekend that ain't getting no nookie. Chris had a late night.
Congratulations to y'all, you know.
Thanks.
Congrats.
But that was Dreamcon weekend for everybody who was curious of how that went. Is it the last one? Absolutely not. Will we make the next one better? Absolutely. We getting a fucking mansion next time. We getting two Suburbans. Mansion. We getting fucking everything. We gonna have bitches. We gonna have poles. We gonna have drugs. All that shit. No, I don't know.
I'm not
He's
gonna lie.
Be there.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the reminder of people responding to all my shit saying I'm gonna be there next year, when they tell me that every year, I'm like, I don't want to be them. I'm just gonna be there like I always am.
Yeah.
Period, fool.
It's so funny.
Next year, I for sure would just rent a car and just drive that down.
That might actually be smarter, yeah. Because we were saying like, what would have been better for us if we had a 4-door and 4-door and 7-seater. Because then it's like, oh, if we want to break off, we can. It's not like needed, but it's there if needed. But I already know, like, we were going through all the people. We're like, we got 7 or 8 people right now who are like, yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah.
We
And
could book the Airbnb tonight.
Nah, man, we gonna get the Bmore Nerdy card next month, you feel me? And then we gonna tell niggas, hey, start putting in, cause everything going on the card, you feel me? Everything. Yo, we went to brunch, card. We went to the parties, card. Niggas know it's covered.
All I'm saying is I got a great Airbnb rating. I don't know if this one tanked me a little bit, but every other one, I got a great rating. Ain't no super host denying me shit.
I want to actually see what my rating is. I'm kind of curious.
I did want to say this because I know y'all was going through it. I don't think anyone ever realized or knew how close to death I had been that entire ride home. A 4-hour ride. Because everything y'all was experiencing delay, yeah, I was just experiencing it on the road.
You rode through that storm?
Yes. And I was barely conscious.
Cause the weekend.
Cause niggas ain't have no water, no nothing. I mean, I drank a couple of them motherfucking.
He the water. He could have had water.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying I had a couple of them liquid IVs too, but like I was like, these things taste like salt, and they're like, that means you're not dehydrated. I'm like, I beg to differ.
No, because you know who was, because Bilal was dehydrated because he said, that's sweet. It's like juice. And he was like,
nah, Bilal be drinking the shit that runners drink, and that shit tastes like absolutely just thick salt water.
He's used to it, not true to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I can honestly say, as much as Friday and Saturday were kind of terrible, the nights were great. Sunday was just all vibes. Getting to just hang out with people, like, well, mostly y'all, was good. Seeing so many faces that I never thought I would see at Dreamcon was insane. I even saw one dude that I ain't seen since like freshman year in the car driving by on the way in. I think he saw Alvin, and all I heard was "yer," and I look over. I said, "I know that nigga."
I wanted to be known. On three separate occasions, niggas recognized me, and I did not know their name. I was like, they were like, "Oh, you I saw you last year." Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, it's good to see you again, Dap, hug. How you doing? How the content going? But yeah, I'm doing this. Oh, yeah, well, here's a keychain. I got to go. My friends are leaving. That happened 3 times. And to this very moment, sorry, I don't know who you are. Now, Kay, I do remember you because we saw each other at fucking Social Beer Garden. And you said you wasn't going. I had to message her because she was like, we saw each other last year, and I forgot to send her the pictures for Dreamcon for almost the full year. And then she ended up leaving one of the group chats. I just sent her I sent her it earlier. Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That happened to me a lot. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to Greg and I'm like, who was that?
Nope, but that's different. When she comes to me, I'm able to tell her. When someone randomly comes to me,
There's no one left
nobody
to be told.
Yeah, there's no one to be told. I have to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I just want you to understand that is a great sign that you handled it well, because that's what most people end up doing. They have no idea who the fuck that was, and they just have the carry-on experience and press.
So Joy asked me, she's like, how do you know when people remember you? I'm like, I know because I do this. If someone's eyebrows fur, they're trying to remember. If their eyebrows raise, it's they remember or have the memory hit. So she's like, what? I'm like, if I come to you and you're like, hey, I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? Versus I go, oh, hey. Like, whether I say it with the opposite voice or not, the eyebrows and the facial expression are going to tell you everything.
I don't think nobody really know who I am sometimes. I'm thinking they just be like, that's the one who be with Galaxy Greg. Hi. And I'd be like, yep, that's me.
You mean me?
Who will be with that nigga. like I'm sure that like Troop and Jason don't really know who I am. They just know
She made me mad texting me, you know Troop and Jason. I don't know them like that. I'm like, then maybe that's a problem.
Yeah. Nah, for sure, Troop and Jason have no idea who I am.
Yeah, like they don't know who I am. They know Greg, and they
Yeah.
know I be with Greg. I'm always with like it's always a pink haired one with Greg, and that's me. And so when they see me, they're like, "Oh, hi," and I'm
I
like,
think they
"Hi."
recognize. I think everyone recognizes you as the pink hair chick, whether
I
you're
am the
with Greg
pink
or
hair
not.
chick for sure. I'm the pink hair chick for sure, and it's really gonna suck when I'm the blue hair chick because hope y'all remember I just changed the color.
Niggas gonna look at you like, "Do I know you?" And you're gonna be like, "I usually have pink hair instead of blue." Oh, and then you're gonna get mad. It's gonna be
That's
great.
exactly. I am gonna be mad.
It's gonna
But
be
I'm like,
so
that's
great.
fine. At least
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure no one ever remembers me because
Chuck
people always
Javry.
think I'm
All the
someone-
cosplayers know this nigga. They'd be like, "Oh, HD or he," and I'm like, "You know her?"
That'd be
And he'd be like, "Yeah, that's my homegirl. We met at one like Texas joint for real. I came to support her." I'd be like, I see."
I know some Texas cosplayers from Austin, San Antonio, and Dallas, but outside of that, it's like,
Yeah,
But
all the
you
major
know,
fucking cities. Yeah.
but the thing is like, I'm a connect the dots for a lot of people if I just press down the route. But yeah, nah, usually outside of cosplayers, people have no, especially when I'm in cosplay, they definitely have not a damn clue who I am.
I guess I'm just
So
recognizable then.
yeah,
yeah.
I'm too generic to be recognizable. The only moment I had like that for Greg, I, what was it? K Kitty, she is a kick streamer that I met at some function out here. It was kind of like a whatever the plus ultra group out here is. I can't remember their name. I think it was Club Kaiju actually. Anyway, walked up. I was like, "Yo, da da da," and I could tell because she was talking with that confused inflection. She's like, "Yeah," and I was just like, "Remind me what your at is again, so I could tag you." I was like, "Oh, honestly, eat." She's like, "Oh, yeah. No, never mind. No." She's like, "Yeah, I remember you. We're good." And I was just like, "That's hilarious."
It's so funny because they don't remember you. You're just a creep who knows them. And then when they remember, it's like, "Oh yeah, I had a moment like that with exactly E. She's the one of the stars in the Lesbian Homie. She also does a lot of skits. She's super tall and lost. I'm not gonna say lost a lot of weight. Redefined her body, is what I'll say.
Yeah.
So she's become very popular. Not because of those things, but overall she's very
Right.
popular.
Very popular,
And
yeah.
I was like, "Oh yeah, we talked last year. I did this, da, 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 da." And it was like, she's like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Oh, the inflection's there, buddy. You don't remember me worth a damn. Fuck." And I was like, "All right, I'm gonna cut this conversation short. All right, gotta go. Bye." And like, I just dipped because I was like, she obviously doesn't remember me, and there's no point in trying to get her to remember.
Yeah.
When there's 1,000,001 people trying to talk to her. So, but hey,
What
that's
you-
our DreamCon experience, everybody.
It was so
Remember,
much
if you're gonna
fun.
go, make sure you go from Thursday to Monday because if you don't, you're gonna get fucked over.
Yeah.
I also I have to finally I'm gonna say it officially on the pod. Greg already said it this weekend. I don't hate cons.
Finally,
I said it.
she came out of the con closet, guys.
Yeah. All I can say is word of advice. If you're going to do some contest or some complex cosplay, make sure you keep a buddy with you
Yeah.
because people will let you walk around looking crazy, or they'll fuck your shit up, or you'll lose your shit.
Facts. Factuals.
Oh, and try to avoid the big pit things. I wasn't a huge fan of the amateur boxing that was going on around the convention. Felt like that was very irresponsible and
Yeah,
dumb.
no waivers is bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it gives the con a bad look. I also found out from watching some video earlier, there was some dude who was going around. I don't know if he knew them. I don't know if it was set up, but he was having women sit on his face. He was sitting.
I
on the
saw that
ground.
shit and I was like, wait a minute. Real goon shit going on these days. I don't
Never
know.
beating a cream con allegation with shit like this. I'm tell you that much.
Never beating that cream con allegation.
Never not never.
The creamiest.
But the moral of the weekend is make sure you get your badge mailed or get it Thursday because you will
Yeah.
hate yourself.
Yeah. And go with friends. But you'll see us there next year. At least two of us. I'm pretty sure
And
we're
if you
keeping
don't have
messy.
friends to go with, reach out to us. We love people.
They love people.
Niggas gonna
Okay.
say, yeah, we need a fucking compound. Everyone has bunk beds.
Welcome
Niggas
to
got
the
a
Bmore
bus pulling
Nerdy
up to
experience.
DreamCon. All right, everybody off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. That being said, that's gonna be the end of this episode. This is our recap episode, also the final episode with HDTV. Unless he decides he wants to come back for like a random episode, talk to some person that we know is cool. But yeah. Any last remarks, Heed?
I can say that this has been interestingly fun experience for the last several years here. Um, I think I have many things I could say, good and bad, across the board. But I think the biggest thing to take away is I've seen these two grow up from who they are to who they were to who they are. I see the growth. I see the development. I see the success in real time at all weekend. The success in real time was being seen. You know, it's not like I dawned on me sometime last year when I was talking to a coworker, and they were like, "Yeah, you ever heard of the Hood JJK dude?" I'm like, "Oh, you mean rap?" It's like, "Yeah, my peoples know him." It's like, "You mean like they met him?" I'm like, "No, like they literally know him. Like they talk to him and hang out with him and shit." It's like, yeah, like So, um, all I can really say is I love the journey you've been on. I'm so proud of y'all. I wish you nothing but success. The only biggest regret I have is that I could not help you guys make money to hire an editor, because that's really what I wanted when I left this, was an editor to be in place to do this. So
Yeah. It's okay. We figured it out.
That would help
yeah,
so much. Oh my god. But yeah. We appreciate all the
but
hard work you've put in, and all the bullshit you've
Yeah.
tolerated.
yes.
There's a lot of bullshit over here.
This is not the end of the journey for me. They were here with me when I had my shit deactivated. They were here with me when I reactivated. I plan to be at more conventions, to be more of a cosplayer, because if I learned anything from this weekend, it's that I have some kind of potential to continue this hobby in some successful capacity, despite
Oh,
my
that's exciting.
shortcomings. So, yeah, you
Oh, that's so
will
exciting.
for sure see me around, and
Guys,
hopefully
what if he is a guest interviewer on the podcast because he's a cosplayer? Wouldn't
I'm
that be
sure
great?
You're
I'm sure
leaving
that
me
hit
with her.
harder in her
Remember
head.
that.
Yeah, if I can do anything as a parting gift, it will be if my cosplay stuff becomes a little more, I don't want to say successful. I don't want, like, I hate Instagram. I hate opening the app. There's so many people. Like, even now, off of the one post, I'm constantly getting responses, and I'm irritated by looking at my phone. But if I can do anything, it's that hopefully just be into the niche with some of the bigger cosplayers and try to get them to come this way. So
Appreciate
Yeah.
every bit of it. It's been so fun. It's been like, what, 3 years?
yeah,
Time flies.
It's been a
It
good 3
flies.
years, I can honestly say.
Yeah.
Wow. Damn. that was
Oh, I
fast.
still have your perler. I have your hunter's license. I was going to make you a big Bmore Nerdy one, but as you can see, time got away from me. Because, yeah,
I wanted that hunter's license.
I'm going to mail it to you. I know where you live. So, that being said,
Not creepy. Not at all.
he's given me his address before.
I hope
What
my
are we
boss
talking
knows
about?
where I live.
Huh?
'Cause check gotta go. I said I would hope my boss knows where I live. The
Check got to go somewhere, Chief. Got to send that $0.00
You're
somewhere.
getting paid?
Hey, the
Y'all
invoice.
getting paid?
The invoice is invoicing. That's all you need to know.
There you go. All right, but that being said, I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. Be sure to follow the podcast at Bmore Nerdy on all platforms. That includes YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. All of the places are at is Bmore Nerdy, spelled BMORENERDY. Had to explain that to a lot of people this weekend. So be sure to follow us on all there. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, share, everything. It helps us out and you don't even know. Be sure to follow me, myself, Galaxy Greg at GalaxyGreg_ on all platforms. You can follow my Perler page, which I will be having a ton of content coming on to that, because I recorded everything that I've done so far for the last 3 weeks, as well as the handing out of those. So you can follow that one at Interstellar Seller, or you can follow my gaming page at Galaxy Dead Games. Diva.
What it is, little dummies. You can follow me at the Diva XOXO on Instagram and on TikTok. I am back to posting, as you guys can see. So let's have some fun together. Let's chitty chat about all of the new animes I'm watching and about park stuff, all of that great stuff. Comment down below what was your favorite part of DreamCon this year, or your least favorite thing. Let's talk about it. HD, your last outro.
Y'all know in these intros and outros, I usually just don't have the energy, but um, I will say that this is HDTV, formerly just Heed, formerly just Saeed, signing off with the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. So make sure you still to stay tuned in, keep watching, and I will be watching as I will go back to being the watcher and viewer and supporter that I used to be, and not the active third guy that is with Greg or the pink-haired one. But yeah, this is your anime aficionado signing off for one last time. So make sure y'all tune in, subscribe to Be More Nerdy Podcast, and see what great things happen next.
That being said, we are the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. Remember to be more nerds. Peace.
We out here.